Namaste. Welcome to our continuation of an analysis of the 40 essential virtues. 28 says fortitude. It's defined as not being perturbed in the face of the greatest difficulties and danger. It's logical, but it just means being strong. See, courage, it takes courage to endure a lot of stuff. But as a rule, courage means you're there to say, okay, I'm charging straight ahead. Fortitude means I can hang on, I will hang on, and nobody's going to shake me and nobody's going to move me. I'm just right here on this spot. That too is necessary in certain aspects and certain times. So it means not being upset. Someone came to Ma. A big part of the ashram in Benares fell into the Ganga. Obviously, it wasn't built well. A lot of money had been spent, and it just fell in the Ganga. And Ma was further north, and people said, "Who's going to go tell Ma the ashram fell in, fell in the water?" Well, I said, "Well, we can't. Oh, we couldn't endure that." See, these are morally weak people. I don't care if they were supposed devotees. First of all, you think Ma is attached, and do you think Ma can't take the truth? But because they worship themselves, they put their ways on Ma. They project it. Oh, what do we do? They couldn't get anybody. Even the man that ran the Sangha, the so-called general secretary, I can't go tell Ma. So there was Ma's brother, wonderful man. We all called him Mamaji, which is kind of their uncle, maternal uncle. Mamaji was truly wonderful, truly wonderful. So, and always so calm and even-minded. So they said to Mamaji, "You got to go tell Ma." He said, "Well, of course I will." After all, he'd grown up with Ma. He knew. He didn't know Ma in the sense of full sense, but he knew what Ma wasn't. She wasn't attached. So he came in, and already ahead, the word had come. So Ma was there in the satsang, and people were around, and Ma was speaking and so on. And Mamaji walked in, and everybody thought, oh, now Ma's going to get the word. Instead, Ma started laughing and said, "Look what your ashram did. It ran away from you, didn't it? One moment it was there, next moment it was gone. It fell in the water." She said, "I know what it is. It got tired, and after all these years, it just had to sit down." And she was all laughing and cheerful because what was it to her? She was the infinite. Didn't mean that she had the infinite. She was what you had as infinite. So it meant nothing. And that's the way it should mean. When the reality is everything in our life and mind, and that also is ourself, then do we get upset? Oh no, I dropped the book on the floor and it tore the binding. My next few days will be a day of gloom for me. Somebody like that should quit faking it and quit pretending that they have anything to do with sadhana and anything to do with Dharma. So then, it is being able to stand up and take it. That is there too. In other words, that's what fortitude is. It's stability. And you're ready for it. Look, I'm old. I'm going to get sick. I'm going to die. Chances are I'll die in a hospital with tubes in me and so on. Am I scared of it? No. Everybody goes through it. Or one day I'll just be sitting there reading a book and boop, gone. And it's happened to everybody. So why aren't we used to it? It's because there is the intuition that we're eternal and can't die. But it's pretty stupid if we figure that the body is not going to die. So anyway, it's being firm. Again, steer, dear, and veer, like Mother said to me, firm, strong, and courageous. Okay, number 29, a spirit of service says to be actively engaged in doing good to all creatures, to be constantly striving to the best of one's ability through mind, speech, and body, and in a disinterested spirit to contribute to the happiness of all creatures according to their respective needs. You know, that is pretty broad, and that's pretty vast, and you want to know, that's pretty exaggerated. A real spirit of service is the ability to see a need, to care about the fact the person is in need, and just doing the sensible, practical, one-to-one thing that will alleviate their problem. Now, isn't that easy? Rather than asking like, "Oh, I'm going to shake the cosmos." I mean, what's this high-flown rhetoric? You see, but it sounds so noble. Ooh, you know. But it's ridiculous. That's true. And you know something? You're not going to contribute to the happiness of all creatures. All creatures don't even know you exist. And why should they? So, this cosmic vision business, without cosmic consciousness, you don't have a cosmic vision. And once you have a cosmic vision, you know what? You're then one with everything, and you don't need to talk about it or think about it or act on it. Oh, my. All right, number 30. Satsanga. Definition given: association with saints and holy men and sincere and worthy devotees of God. That's it. Or seekers after God. They may have faults, they may have inconsistencies, but satsanga is not association just with a person. It is association with people in the study of, the exposition of, the thought of spiritual realities, spiritual truth, and Dharma, especially Sanatana Dharma itself. So satsanga is a gathering, it's an assembly, because it means sangha, association. So associating with the real. So it's associating, at least in your intellect and mind, with the real part of yourself and the real part of others. Spiritual friendship. But in the sense of together being speaking about it, hearing about it, reading about it. This is satsanga. All the other associations are asatsanga. And as long as we're bound in this world, we have to engage in that some, but mostly this is what we should be for. So we should seek out people of like spiritual minds. We should seek out people whose values are ours because we need the support. Because of our ego and our weakness, we are often not able to stand alone. But we can stand when there are others with us. There was the oddest phenomenon when I was a little boy. I don't understand it at all. But when I was with cousins, I had lots of them. They were basically like brothers. And we needed to run for some reason. I was not good in running because one of my stepmothers had given me arsenic in slow doses. And my stamina had gone down and really never fully came back up for many years. So I couldn't run as fast as them at all. But if they were both, there were two brothers usually. If they were on either side of me, I'd say, well, will you hold your hand out? And I would put just one of my fingers on the hand of each and say, Red, let's run. And I could run as fast as they did. And I didn't have the idea at all that I took energy from them. I maybe was an energy vampire. I don't think it was that much that it would have affected them. But there was something about the fact and even their mentality, I could do it. So that's part of the value of satsang. It's to know you're not alone, to know others have the same struggles, to know and understand from others how they overcome their problems, how they strengthen themselves in their spiritual life. And so, really, it's just sort of a spiritual get together, swapping with each other and encouraging each other and informing each other. That's what real satsang is. It isn't just going and there's a group of people and some so called Mahatmas up front, and everybody just sits there and adores, and the Mahatma gives a pravachan, a sermon, a talk, and you say, what? And away you go. No, no. Satsang is literally with people like-minded, and you're talking with them. Yes, you'll sing together, you'll do kirtan together, you'll read scriptures together. Perhaps you'll have an invited speaker, but you're continually interacting with each other and benefiting each other. That is satsanga as it really, really should be, and as it is.